I'll probably vlog this trip for later on. I am planning to do Vlogtober, so I'm going to be vlogging just a lot of different things to make up for the Vlogtober content. I'm going to be trying to be, not, I'm going to be trying to, I'm going to try to post at least like 4 times a day, 4 times a week for Vlogtober. So don't hold me to that because I might change my mind, but let's do a get ready with me. We're going to start off with our skincare. I just took a shower, haven't done any skincare, but I feel like I've done makeup, but I've never done skincare. I'm going to do a little bit of hand sanitizer. Even though I took a shower, I'm going to sanitize my hands, and then we're going to get started. If you're new here, hi, my name is Fumi Ford, content creator, wife, mom, based out of Birmingham, Alabama, Nigerian born. If you are just joining, please, please, please comment. Let me know where you're watching from and what your name is and what city and state that you're in. A lot of y'all come on here and hi boo. You come like you don't have your names. You have your like acronyms or pet names or just like Apple user 35. And I just like to know people's names because I like to like be able to say their names. Welcome, good morning, happy Saturday. We were gonna do the live on Sunday, but I'm gonna be too busy, so I wanted to do it today. Hi, Leanna from Jersey. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Let's go ahead and start on the skincare. So I've linked all the items that I'm using on the skincare down below if you do want to shop it. I'm going to start off with just my under eye cream. This is the It Cosmetics under eye cream. Um, and we're just going to use it underneath our little bags because, oh, baby, I am tired. Also, y'all, I recently found out, I don't know if this is TMI, but I recently found out that I am pre-diabetic as well as anemic, as well as vitamin D3 um, insufficient. So I am going through a lot. So every day I have to take iron pills. I have to take vitamin D. Thank God I'm not at the point where I need infusions. So I am 38 years old. We're going to use the Radiance Pad from, I think this is First Aid Beauty. I linked these as well. Everything, I've linked pretty much everything if you guys want to shop along and do beauty with me. The beauty items tend to be a little bit more expensive, but I am at the age, and I'm not wiping the under eye stuff. I'm just going around it. At my age, I just need all the help I can get. We're going to lay our edges down after we do our skincare. So, okay, what are we talking about today? Please give me topics, ask questions. We're going to do a question and answer. If you have any questions, feel free to put it down below. If you are extremely vitamin D insufficient, please, please, please go see your doctor and get them to give you vitamin D. I thought you were over, I thought you were 40. I think, okay. I thought you were 40. Okay. I need to take the apostrophe out and there's no RE. Um, I'm not. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I actually don't know what that's supposed to mean. Does that mean I look older than 38 or does that mean I act older? Clarify. Hi, welcome if you're joining. Let me know where you're watching from. What city and state? Who did your brows? Nobody. They're not done yet. So this is the facial essence. So skincare, you have to layer. My mom is 40. That's amazing, Catherine. This is a facial treatment essence. Use that first. We're going to let that dry. And then we're going to go through with a toner. And this is the Paula's Choice toner. So you can apply with your fingers or a cotton pad. I'm going to use a cotton pad. Hi, Denmark. Who did my... Oh, I already answered that. So let's go ahead. If you have any questions, and please ask and I will answer them. But if not, there's, we like to be funny and messy over here. And I like to talk about things that I've seen recently. And one thing I've seen recently on TikTok is literally the drama that's going on. With skincare, you just kind of layer it. So you start out with your essences and your toners, and then you move to your vitamin C and your serums, and then you finish off with your creams and your lotions, and then the last thing is your sunscreen. So that's how it goes. So I have hyperpigmentation around my mouth. I like to use this Paula's Choice Discoloration Repair Serum. It has been working really good. I've noticed a difference. Hi, bye. If you're a person of color, definitely think about grabbing a discoloration serum. Also, sunscreen is going to help you if you have hyperpigmentation underneath your eyes. Use sunscreen. I've noticed a difference since I started using sunscreen. So we're going to let this sit for like 2 minutes. Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm going to try to do Vlogtober. I need all the help possible. So any video ideas, please, please, please write it and send it to me on Instagram. Please. Thank you so much, Karen. Write it and send it to me on Instagram. I need all the ideas for videos. Next week, I'm going to start shooting videos every single day. Jesus does love all of us. Thank you. Okay, y'all. Have y'all heard about what's been happening on TikTok with the two women? Okay, so there's these two women. They are best friends. I forgot what they're. One's name is Shahidi. One's name is something else. They're two good, really good friends. They meet and they're hanging out. They're having a good time. The one girl used to be. Oh, a message was held for review. Oh, show my feet? I don't think so. But thank you so much. The one girl was let me hide it. The one girl was dating somebody, the Shahidi girl. She used to be on a reality TV show. She's from like a really good family and she's dating this guy. So when this vitamin C serum, this Paula's Choice, she's dating this guy. When they start dating, she and her friend are still friends. She's dating this guy. This is around COVID. During COVID, I think they secretly get married. They don't tell anybody they got married. Now, these are social media people. So the girl that was on the reality show that's dating her now husband is friends with a Fashion Nova model. So the other girl's a Fashion Nova model. So the Fashion Nova model starts dating her friend's brother. So now everybody's moving along. The reality show girl has a husband. She's living happily during COVID. They secretly get married. The other girl was the Fashion Nova model is now dating the reality show girl's brother. So they're dating, going along. And so all of a sudden, the girl that was on the reality TV show kind of just disappears. Like nobody hears anything. Nobody hears anything about her spouse. It's just like she kind of takes like a little breather. And people are like, what's wrong? What's wrong? So this has been like 2 years or so, right? Since that, or a year since the whole thing happened. She goes the not the Fashion Nova, the reality star who had a husband, who was married, had a husband. This is right, had a husband. She goes on somebody's page and leaves a comment. This is the Elements Pro Collagen Marine Cream. So this is the last step before I use my my sunscreen. And with all your skincare, bring it down to your neck, please. The girl that was married and was a reality star goes on another person's page and like leaves a comment about something. And somebody, yeah, Amaya Cologne and Amy. So Amy is the one that had the husband. There we go. Thank you so much. Amy had a husband, right? Amy had a husband. Amy was best friends with Amaya. Amaya is dating Amy's brother. All of this is happening during COVID. Nobody knows that Amy has gotten married to her husband. So Amy and Amaya are friends, as well as Amaya is dating Amy's brother. Then, like, they kind of all did stop being friends. Things just kind of dissipate, and we don't hear anything. Fast forward a couple of years later, Amy goes last week, Amy goes on somebody's comments, right? Somebody does a post and she goes in the comments. It might have been like about fake friends, I don't know. But she goes in the comments and she's like, yeah, I know how that feels, or something like that. It sucks, just to know that not only was she cheating on your brother, but she was sleeping with your husband. Baby, the floodgates opened because this comment went viral. Like, she put the comment and the comment went viral underneath this video. And so people are asking for story time, story time. They're like, no, girl, you can't just leave a comment like that. You have to tell us what's happening. I don't know. Am I the only one that's this nosy? I don't like mess in my own life, but baby, I will gobble gobble Christmas dinner up a good story. And mind you, I feel so bad for Amy. Send prayers to Amy ASAP. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. Yay. If you're joining, let me know where you're watching from, what city and state. We're doing skincare as well as just story chats, question and answers. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it down below. We have had our sunscreen on. We're going to spray a little setting spray because I don't have my I can't find my grip. What do you call that? You guys know the thing you put on before makeup to help your makeup stay. And I need my makeup to stay all day because I have to host a party in Montgomery at 5 p.m. So I need my makeup to like, oh God, chief, to stay. So I need to make sure I'm like layering the makeup. That's a good way to make sure your makeup stays. Layer it. So you guys know what I mean. Hi, Tamika in Montgomery. I'll be in Montgomery actually. So let's get started. We put on our sunscreen. We can't find our whatever the primer. There we go. I can't find my primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my eyes. Now I know a lot of y'all like to do your makeup first. I'm not that girl. I have to start out with my eyes so that I don't. What is this? What is happening here? Hold on, y'all. Oh, my sunscreen is peeling. Have y'all ever had that happen? Your sunscreen starts peeling. Let me use this cloth to kind of get it off. Sometimes when you have like too much product, it'll start peeling. And the sunscreen, oh yeah, no, it's peeling bad. Okay, so where were we with Amaya? So she puts this in there and she said, imagine her not only cheating on your brother, but also cheating with your husband. And people are like, no, 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 no. You have to, Aya. Oh, nice to meet you, Aya. They were like, no, you got to give us a story time. There's no way you can do all this and not give us a story time. Okay, hi, Russia. Hi, Russia. You don't have to call me Chocolate, baby. You can just call me Fumi. Don't use those names. I'm not a piece of candy. But thank you. Nice to meet you. Um, it's odd when people give you edible names because I would never go on somebody's live and be like, oh my God, yummy caramel, give me some. Or yummy banana, or I don't know. What do y'all look like? Yummy babishka. I don't know. Russians, I don't know. You see how weird that is? Don't do that. Um, hi, Fumi. Hey, okay, there you go. So this is the Tartley. I linked it, but it's this gorgeous like brown tones for the fall. So she is like, people are asking for a story time. They're like, girl, no, you can't just leave us hanging. Tell us what happened. We want to know the Amaya drama. So she comes and tells her story. And she tells her story about how she is friends with this girl named Amaya Cologne. And they are good friends during like the COVID, before COVID, during COVID era. And Amaya starts dating her brother. And everything's going fine. She ends up getting married to her fiance during COVID. Nobody knows. It kind of kept it like hush hush. But she ends up getting married. And not the whole time, but she is like, she's noticing just odd things, right? With her husband. Because listen, y'all, listen, ladies, don't make me preach. There are a lot of people that, granted, there are a lot of people that don't know that their spouse is cheating. Like, can you mute people on here? Um, Let me just remove you. There we go. Um, there are a lot of people that don't know their spouse is cheating. I get that, right? The way that I'm set up, I'm Inspector Gadget. Do you get what I mean? Like, I am going to find out exactly what's happening if something doesn't sit right in my spirit. Sis, I'm gonna make you a moderator. There we go. Okay, perfect. There are a lot of people that don't know, but I am one of those people. I'm cheating my wife with a young girl. Okay, Leo. Um, there are a lot of people that don't know, but I think a lot of times for a lot of other people, they don't want to know, right? They don't want to know. They don't want to know that their spouse is being unfaithful. So they see the signs, but they choose to ignore the signs. Now, me, even if I see an inkling of a sign, give me my give me my microscope. Give me my telescope. Give me my notepad. Because at this point, I'm Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadgets. I would rather know than not know. Because but then it also goes back to like, I'm not afraid of being alone. I've never been one of those girls that, mind you, again, we talked about this last week, just about a little bit about me. I literally have only dated 4 people my whole life. I never had an issue with not having a man. There's this subset of people that, or women and men, there's a subset of people that are would rather have somebody than be alone. There's this subset of people that would rather have somebody than be alone. And because they would rather have somebody, they will literally, I can't see, I'm blind, blind. I had friends like that. I had girlfriends like that. You would never catch them without a man. Anytime they were alone, I'm originally from Nigeria. Anytime they were alone, they were miserable. They were just waiting to like find somebody, to be with somebody. Their life was not complete. And they ended up making a lot of mistakes because they had to be with somebody. They ended up, picking a lot of not good people, men, because I mean, all my friends were mostly women. They ended up putting themselves in predicaments and picking up people that weren't good for them because they just did not want to be alone. You never want to be in that predicament where you don't want to be alone. Don't ever be there. You have to be happy with yourself. So that I feel like it's women like that, men like that, that will feel like somebody's cheating. They'll see their husbands like hiding text messages, and then they'll just be like, no, I don't want to know. I can't see. I can't hear. Baby, let me see. Let me hear. Let me see. Send me the message. I'm coming to you, woman to woman. Send it to me. Yeah, I'm not that girl that's going to get mad at the messenger. Send it to me so I can deal with it and I can decide what I want to do. Um, yes, it makes a color more prominent. I don't do it because I just kind of like very natural because I put eyelashes and I do lips and I need my makeup to be multi-purpose. I don't do it. Because I don't need the color to stand out that much. I want my eyes to be subtle and then the rest of my makeup to kind of do the rest of the thing. But when I get my makeup professionally done, I let them do that. But everyday makeup, no. And then I'm gonna show you this eyeshadow stick that I love, and it's pigmented, and you don't need to conceal it. So we're doing our eyebrows with brow glue, um, and then we'll conceal around it. So I like to do that, let it sit, let it dry, and then go back over it again. Um, okay, yeah, I like a subtle eye. So she is like, things are going weird. Amy, things are not adding up. She's trying to figure out what's happening. Baby, it all falls apart. Now, she didn't really go into super, super details. I wanted to do like a 10-part who the F did I become friends with, but she hasn't done that. Come to find out, everybody ate. No, come to find out, this girl, this woman, I'm going to say it as nice as possible. This person, this Fashion Nova model, was not only cheating on her brother, but was cheating on her brother with her husband. Imagine being friends with somebody, bringing them around your house, bringing them around your family. They meet your brother. They're like your brother. They're like, oh, I'm in love with your brother. They start dating your brother. And then you find out that they're cheating on your brother with your husband. Imagine. Baby, that's an enemy. That's an op. That's an op. And again, it goes back to y'all, okay, and I hate to preach, but I feel like I preach every time I come on here. Let me tell you something. Okay, this is the bubbly, it's by Hard Candy, and it's their eyeshadow stick. When I tell you this thing is so pigmented, I don't have anything on my eyes except for a little bit of eyeshadow that literally doesn't show up. It just takes the shine. This thing is absolutely wild. Like, and I'm a dark-skinned girly. Imagine when you're lighter. It's going to show up so well. So yeah, no, it's a very sad story. It's very, very sad. Because to be friends with somebody, and again, like I said, I hate to preach, but I'm going to go there. To be friends with somebody, to allow them into your home, to allow them into your family, only to realize that they're doing this with your brother and your husband, that girl wasn't for you in the first place. She wanted your life. She wanted your life. And a lot of us are friends with people that want what we have. Again, I talked about before how this new generation, we're so excited to have friends that look good. We're so excited to have friends that match our aesthetic. I need a friend that's going to match my swag. I need a friend I can go to clubs with. I need a dark-skinned friend, a light-skinned friend. So when we go to a club, we'll get into sections. I need a friend, that takes care of herself, that looks, get to bust down a BBL baddie, BBL warrior. I need a friend that's skinny and tall. We're so, like, the way we look at friendships is so warped. We're looking at friendships in the eyes of men, patriarchy. Let's just be real. We're looking at friendships in the sense of, like, what can this person give me? What can this person give me? What does this person bring into my life? And mind you, to a certain point, relationships are transactional, right? We're friends with somebody because they make us feel good. They're funny. They're nice. They like to go out. There's a certain reciprocity. There's a certain give and take when it comes to friendships. But when your friendships are only based off of reciprocity, when your friendships are only based off of what somebody looks like, based off of how somebody talks, based off of the body shape of somebody, based off of the socio-economic level of somebody, that's not a true friendship, babe. That's a business relationship. That's not a friendship. That's a business relationship. And when you're dealing with somebody transactionally, they will mess you over every single time. Because I promise you, I've been friends with people since I got off the boat. When I came to the US, 8 years old. My best friend now, she just left my house. Her and her husband were at my house last night. My best friend can call my husband and I have no issue with it. I can call her husband and she has no issue, but we don't. If I need something from her man, I text her and I say, can you ask your husband this? And she's like, oh, let me call him. And then I'll call him. And then after I call him, or even if I don't text her, I call her and I say, hey, I spoke with Bakari today. This is brrr. My husband's an attorney. She's in law school. So even with that, she will come ask me, can you ask your husband this? Can you? There's a certain level of respect that comes when you have a friendship and that friendship is um they're both married. There's a certain level of respect that we have for each other. There's a certain level of respect that we have for each other's marriage. We protect each other's marriages. But when you have a friendship based off of reciprocity, how you both look, there's no respect there. And when you have a friendship where somebody wants your life, y'all have to be careful who you allow around you. You have to be careful who you allow into your house. You have to be careful who you allow. Yes, exactly. There's a difference between networking and friendship. I'm a content creator. I network with a lot of people. They will not come into my house. There's certain places that you cannot come to unless you are my friend. And even with friendships, there's different levels of that friendship. If I'm friends with you and you're always making jokes at my expense, you're not my friend. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever been friends with somebody and they're always making jokes and the jokes are hurtful, but it's funny. So you laugh it off and you think, oh, okay, this is just their personality. They do it especially when y'all are around people or men. If you're single, especially when you're around men, they like to make jokes at your expense. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. That's an op. Raise your hand if you have a friend. Give me a thumbs up if you have a friend. Every time something good is happening for you, they get quiet. Raise your hand. Every time something good happens to you, they get real quiet. They get real funny acting. They get real funny acting. They catch an attitude. Or every time you tell them, hey, I think I'm going to do this. They're like, girl, you don't have that kind of time. I mean, I wouldn't do it. You got too much going on. I could never see you doing that. Every time they try to bring you down, they don't ever talk about the good that you're doing. You're on social media. They're the last people to comment. They're the last people to shout you out. They just, baby, that's not your friend. That's an op. But when you're but when things aren't going good in your life, they're the first ones to call you. They're the first ones to want to commiserate. When your marriage is doing bad, they want to take you out to eat because they want to find information about what's happening. When you flunk out of school or something's not going good in your life, they're right there texting you, asking you if you're okay. But the minute you graduate, the minute you meet a good man, the minute, baby, the jokes start. You bring your man around them. They're saying crazy things. I remember when she kissed two men in a night. I remember went to a club and she got so toasted. She was taking her, baby. You might as well just go get a hater. You're giving this person every ammunition they need to destroy you with jokes, with innuendos, with back talking. Some of y'all have friends that you have heard from other people are talking about you and you're still friends with them because you've been friends for so long. You don't see how you would be able to do it without them. Baby, that's a trauma bond. That's a trauma bond. You have bonded with this person over trauma. You have bonded with this person over something that you need to cut. You let people, and again, going back to that story. So I told this story about how this girl was friends. Amy was friends with a girl named Amaya. Amaya started dating Amy's brother. Amaya cheated on Amy's brother with Amy's husband. So she was sleeping. Amaya was sleeping with the husband and the brother at the same time. Let me remove this person. They keep saying want to hear a joke. I don't know what that means. Tell the joke. You don't have to ask me if I want to hear it. I love a joke. I love to laugh. You have to be careful, y'all. In my life, there's certain people that do not come to my house. Yeah, whenever you have a big event, you get married, you get pregnant. I had a friend like that. We became friends, you know, because we were both, you know, influencers. And when I started influencing, I quit for like 2 years when I had my son. So I wasn't that into influencing. And then I came back and I became friends with this girl. We were like at the same level, pretty much doing the same thing. The minute I started doing good, she stopped talking to me. Like literally, just crickets. I'm DMing, texting, like everything I could. You got to understand that people are okay being friends with you when you're at your lowest. People are okay being friends with you when you are at your pits because it makes them feel good about themselves. It makes them feel good about their lives when they can be the one that pick you up, when they can be the one that helps you, when they can be the one. It makes them feel great about themselves. But the minute you start advancing past them, it doesn't feel good. The minute you start outgrowing that, and again, I'm not talking about the people who start doing well and then they get uppity and they stop talking to you. There's a certain level. No, not them people. I'm talking about the people, they do well, they still want to maintain friendship, they still are very nice, but the other friend starts to feel some sort of way about how their friend is progressing. Because let me just tell you, I wrote a blog post on this before. And I said jealousy is not a bad thing. It's not bad to feel jealous about the success of somebody else. It's not bad to feel hurt that you aren't progressing or you aren't doing what somebody else is doing. That's not the issue, y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry. The concealer is Fenty Beauty. Everything is linked down at the bottom, y'all. But I'll start saying what I'm using. I use the Ben Nye setting spray. I linked this as well to set my the Pro Conceal, that orange concealer I used to help with my hyperpigmentation. The issue isn't the jealousy, y'all. The issue is what you do when you feel jealous. The issue is how you act when those feelings come. The issue is, will you dwell in those feelings or will you acknowledge them, pray, and move on? Jealousy in of itself is not a problem. Everybody feels jealous. It's a normal part of life. But jealousy, when you let it sit and fester and it leads to envy, that's when you're swimming in dangerous waters. Because envy is dangerous. Envy will have you sleeping with somebody's husband while you're dating the brother. Envy will have you on first 48. Envy will have you on who did I marry? Yeah, please don't write curse words. I don't curse, so I just try not to. Envy will have you on snapped. Jealousy leads to envy, but jealousy unchecked leads to envy. So you can feel jealous of somebody. You can feel, oh man, I wish I had this. I see this girl has this. I see she's growing so quick. Oh, she got the promotion. Oh my God, I've been praying to get married for so long. And look at this girl, she got a divorce. Those thoughts will come. We're not saying they're not going to come. We're not saying don't be human and say, I'm happy for everybody. Everybody's winning. I'm losing. I'm happy. We're not saying that. That's untruthful. We all feel some sense of jealousy or, oh, I want that. I want what this person has. What you do is what matters. What you do with those feelings of inferiority, what you do with those feelings of, oh, I'm lacking in some way. Oh, I wish I had. What you do with that, that's what matters. If you take it and allow it to fuel you to do more. If you take it and allow it to, cause you to run harder, maybe to do better on that test, maybe to work harder so you get the next promotion, maybe to post more so you can get more brand deals. What you allow that jealousy to lead to is what really matters. So Amaya, seeing her friend who has money, who has a husband, who has a good brother, who lives in a good house, who comes from a well-off family, gets her way into that family so she can destroy the family. So not only has she destroyed the brother because she cheated on the brother, but now she's destroyed the husband. Mind you, he destroyed himself. Let's not even get started on him. But she's also destroyed this woman that was her friend. But again, it goes back to you cannot be friends with somebody that is jealous of you. It is a recipe for disaster every single time. Okay. It keeps you, you know, hold on. What is that you're using on your eyebrows? Oh, nothing. I'm concealing the concealer, but I did use the NYX brow glue, and it's linked down below. This thing is the best, baby. It will keep them eyebrows sat with a capital S. Okay, let's cut our brows. You cannot go through life with people that want your life. And I'm telling you, people, oh, Angela, no, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think people even knew not to curse. I knew you, I didn't know you couldn't curse. So mind you, I just started YouTube really this year. So there's a lot of things I just don't know. People will tell you who they are every single time. So I was on live on another app, and somebody was saying they were saying, "Oh, I had a friend, and we've been friends for years, and all of a sudden she's really mean to me. She's talking bad to me. She's not being nice to me." Um, Yeah, it's so sad and it's so disgusting. So the girl was like, she had a friend, they've been friends for 20 plus years, and all of a sudden the friend is just being really mean to her and like talking bad about her and da da da. And I told her, I said, listen, she said, she was like, I don't know what to do. It just happened all of a sudden. I told her, I said, listen, it's not all of a sudden. Oh, thank you all. Please hit the like button. Oh God, 35 likes. Thank you. Um, I said it's not all of a sudden. Nobody all of a sudden is mean to you. The issue is that person has always been mean. That person has always been, yeah, you guys hear them? That person one of them has strep throat and the other one has a cold. So we're going through a lot. We were at the ER yesterday. Mom life. Um, okay, here they come. Here they come. Yeah. Oh, baby. What's the matter? What's the matter? Samuel, turn the TV on for your brother now. No, let him watch his show. You watch your show, now he can watch his show, and then turn the TV off. So, sorry. Whoever's watching this after the fact, I'm a mom. Um, I don't know. I don't know how you struggle with peeping, but you got to ask God for intuition. Yes, there you go. Nasty comments, passive aggressive comments about how you look. They make fun of you when you're around other friends. They don't want to celebrate your wins with you. And you may be blessed that you've just never had a friend like. You may be blessed that you probably have never had a friend like that, and that's amazing. But a lot of us have had friendships like that, and let's just be honest. A lot of us have been friends like that. I've been a friend like that. Thank God I'm not anymore. When I was younger, a lot of people like to act like they've just been the most nice people their whole lives. That's not true. I was a mean girl when I was when I was a teenager, not as an adult. Thank God. So, yeah, if you have a question, just ask it. So I just did my brows with
So I did. I added more. So half from the firm, half
half
from
from you.
us. Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
He's he's a good man, Savannah. A good man. Where I'm doing a charity fundraiser for my mom's school in what is that? We're doing a charity fundraiser for our school in Sierra Leone. So if you guys don't know, we have a school in Sierra Leone um, where it's about 600 kids that we feed and they come to school. We bus them to school. They had the area hasn't had a school for like 100 years, and my mom and my auntie, who's from Sierra Leone, built this school for like 600 students. So we're doing a fundraiser for them tonight, and my husband's law firm donated to it. He can't come because the kids are sick, so I'm gonna go and I have to host it. So he just gave me the money for it. So yeah. So his law firm donated, and then we as a family donated to it, even though I sponsor two kids already. So every year I sponsor two kids. So yeah, you may just have been blessed to go through life and never have had friends that dealt with you in that way. But a lot of us have friends or have been friends that were like that, that walked through life with a chip on our shoulder, jealous of our friends. How can I donate? Uh, DC, there's like a DC. If you send me a DM on Instagram, I will send you the link to donate. But we would definitely appreciate it. You can sponsor a kid, you can donate, whatever you can do, $5, $10. It really does help. So yeah, and I'm like, hey, that's his. Hey, there's an address on there. That's a law firm, and there's also cash in there from us. But as a kid who grew up in Africa and walk to school every day, and I understand what it's like. Okay, kids, you can't be down here talking while I'm doing this live. Please don't touch that. That's for later on. That's not a toy now.
Hi, gosh.
Come in and say, hey, you look better.
When I can't play football.
I don't have friends. My prolapsed uterus has pushed many people away who want to be associated with me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everybody should have friends. You can't go through life without friendships. I feel like friendships make your life so much more depth and joy. I love the friendships that I have, but the friendships I've had for decades. And anybody that wants to come and be my friend, I take my time with them, right? We are so quick to call people friends, and they're not really our friends. Maybe they're associates. And with anything in life, take your time with people. Get to know them. Okay, so that's the story I was telling. Hey, boys, no, get from down here, please. So that's the story I was telling. So the girl was saying she'd been friends with somebody for 20 years. Now, all of a sudden, the friend was being really, really mean and really rude to her. And like was talking to her any type of way, wasn't answering her calls, like was being very, very rude and mean. And I was on this live and I said, listen, she was like, I just don't. Oh, thank you, sis, for putting my Instagram. Yes, please follow me there. I said, sis, that friend didn't all of a sudden become mean. That friend was always mean. Do you know what I mean? That friend was always mean. They just weren't mean to you. And the reason why they weren't mean to you is because you served a purpose at that time in their life. Either you were there for them financially, or you were there for them when they needed help, or they wanted just to be around you because you got them into things. There was a purpose that you served in their life. You have outserved them, so now they're treating you like everybody else around them. I said, listen, let me know what has that friend, are they rude to their other friends? Do they talk about their other friends around you? And she was like, yeah, they actually did. Now I think about it. I said, yeah, exactly. They've always been who they are. They just knew how to act with you because they needed somebody. They needed something from you. The minute they don't need anything from you, they're going to start treating you like how they treated the other friends. Because any friend that's talking about their friend with you is talking about you with their other friends. They just don't do it to you because they need something from you. You serve a utilitarian purpose. So you can key with them all day about their other friends, about their whatever. But baby, just know they are keying about you with their other friends. And the minute they don't need you anymore, you're going to get that same treatment. And that's exactly what was happening to her.
Can I get my Gatorade from yesterday?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know. Oh, no. Did daddy give you your antibiotics?
What is that?
He gave you your medicine?
No.
Okay. No, don't drink that Gatorade because that Gatorade is from the doctors for your strep because you drank it and you weren't on medication. So no, don't drink it, please. Go get another. You can get another Gatorade from the fridge. Oh, this eyelash is acting up, honey. Yeah, there's not enough glue. I'm running out of glue. Solomon, I think you need to go back to sleep. Then go get the Gatorade. Did I say you couldn't have it? No. Just ask, Mommy, can I have a Gatorade? But you don't automatically start crying because you want something. You just ask. Abi? Yes, of course. Tell your brother to put some in a cup for you. You guys can share a Gatorade. It's a lot of sugar. They would come when I'm trying to do the hardest part of any makeup routine. The lashes. So again, that like people don't change who they are like that. They just show a different side of themselves to you at different times. So again, it's the same thing with dating. My dad always said when you're dating somebody, kiki means laughing and gossiping. I'm sorry. Kiki kakaka. My dad always said, Fumi, when you're dating somebody, meet their mom, meet their sisters, take them out on group dates. Take them out on group dates. See how they act around their friends. See how they act around other people. See how they act with support. When you go out to eat, are they being rude to the servers? Are they, when they get angry, if you can't do something, right? Say no to something and see how they act. If they ask you,
I have this Gatorade, look.
get a cup, pour some in a cup for your brother, and pour some in a cup for yourself. See how they act. My dad said, say no. Like if they invite you out somewhere or they ask you to do something, say no. See how they react to that no. See how they react to you disappointing them, right? See how they act when you don't show up the way that they want you to show up. Are they yelling? Are they screaming? Are they taking it in stride? See how they act when, oh my God. Oh God, these eyelashes, they're about to drive me to infinity and beyond. All right. I need a breather. There's something about eyelashes that just really bother my spirit. He said, see how they act, when they don't get that job, when they don't get that promotion. Like, keep your eyes open. I said this on the last one. Fall in love, but get up and walk into that marriage or that relationship. Fall in love, but get up and walk into that forever after. Because I need you to open your eyes wide. I need you to put on your glasses, right? I need you to put on your glasses and look. Stop with the lovey-dovey, lovey. Oh, that's my man. That's my man. I'm going to stick beside him. No. Same thing with friendships. Friendships, platonic relationships and non-platonic relationships should work pretty much the same way, because the access that we give friends is so important. Some of our friends will come sit at our house. Some of our friends, listen. Yes, I am. Listen, real hard. I had a friend that moved a friend into her house, right? She had a friend she'd been friends with since college. She got married. The friend was having a hard time. The friend asked, "Can I come stay with you for a little bit till I get on my feet?" She's known this girl since college. She said yes. She moved the girl in. The girl lived with her. She told the girl she could stay as long as she wanted. She asked her husband. Her husband was like, sure. She moved the girl in. Not even 3 months into that girl living there, the girl was sleeping with her husband. Right? You can't base, you can't, and I don't want to say this because I have really, really good friends that if they wanted to move in, I would let them move in just because I know them that well. But you got to be very cautious about who you allow into your personal space. The minute you start seeing red flags with a friend, don't give them that kind of access to you. I'm not saying cut them off. I'm not saying that, because again, we're a generation that love to cut people off. Like, we'll cut a friend off in 3 seconds, but that man that's been running around throwing it in a circle, will keep him over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm not saying don't cut somebody off. I'm just saying put them in the right space that they're supposed to be in. I have friends that I know will never come over my house, right? Yeah, I'm being really careful. They'll just never come over my house. We will meet and we'll go out to eat. We'll meet and we'll have a kiki. We'll talk on the phone. We'll do certain things, but they will not be allowed into my home because my home is very personal to me. My home is very, very sacred to me. So there are people, also me and my husband just have a rule about opposite sex friendships. He doesn't have opposite sex friendships. I don't have opposite sex friendships. So I'm not sitting on the phone with nobody's man, kikiing. When I got married, all my male friendships, kibosh on it. I don't care if I've known you my whole life. When we see each other, we're friends, we joke, we laugh, but you're not coming to sit at my house when my husband's not there, and we're not sitting on the phone at 10 at night. We're not sitting on the phone at 12 in the afternoon. You call me, you need something, we talk about what you need, we move on. There's not that camaraderie because that's just the rules that we've set for ourselves. That doesn't have to be your rules, because sometimes when I say my rules, people get really mad. My rules aren't your rules. Our rules aren't your rules. That's just what works for us. So whatever works for y'all, some people, you've been friends with your male friend for 350 years, keep it. I'm not saying don't keep it. I'm just saying for us, it doesn't work. We set those boundaries and that's what we stick to. No, that's not fake eyebrow. That's my real eyebrows, babes. So when it comes to like friendships, I categorize my friendships. They're friends that I know I'm there to help them. They don't have anything to give me. I don't care that they don't have anything to give me because I don't go into friendships transactionally. They're acquaintances. When we're out, we laugh, we joke. Then I have work friendships, right? People I know from the internet that I work with. They're work friendships. When we see each other at events, we're friends. When we don't, we help each other, we engage in each other's content, but I don't get on the phone with them. I don't invite them to my house. I don't have their number. They don't have my number. Then I have my inner friends. And really, there's only two of them. There really is only two of them. They're my friends. If I'm having issues, I call them. I don't call everybody with my issues. Y'all, let me just tell you this. Don't tell everybody your issues. Don't tell everybody when your life isn't going well. Don't tell everybody when your marriage isn't going well. Don't tell everybody when things in your life are not good. Like, just don't do it. Not everybody needs to know your good news. Not everybody needs to know your bad news. So I have friends that I don't tell them anything about my life. But then I have friends that I go to because they're married, not I need help, I need advice, and they're my married friends that I go to. I have married friends I don't go to, right? Because they're unhappily married and they'll be like, "Oh, girl, leave. He's no good." I have married friends I don't go to because they're going to use that as ammunition, or they talk too much, right? They talk entirely too much. They talk to me about other people's marital problems. So then why would I go to them and tell them my marital problems? You got to categorize your friends, because I promise you, they're categorizing you. Oh, did we get it? Sorry, y'all. These eyelashes just really gingered me today. But I think we got it on. Perfect. Got it. All right, let's finish with the makeup. You got to realize who you can go to for certain things. And it's not everybody that you go to. It's not everybody that you talk to. It's not everybody that you confide in. Some people are waiting for you to tell them what's wrong so they can gloat about it. Some people are waiting for you to tell them your good news so they can speak against it. Friendships are just as important as non-platonic, as you know, romantic relationships. You got to look at it the same exact way. So we'll open it up. I feel like I haven't been reading y'all's comments and I haven't been answering y'all's comments. So let's go and do some comments. Fumi, what are your views on Fashion Week? Will you go every season for New York? Any plans for Milan, London, or Paris? I absolutely love Fashion Week. I tell people you got to go to Fashion Week with like limited expectation and go there with somebody. You never want to go to Fashion Week by yourself, because if you're going there thinking, "Oh, I'm going to meet these influencers, I'm going to get to mix and mingle," nah, baby. One is a lot of these influencers are very busy. So they're running from show to show to show. They don't have time to like go grab lunch with you, sit with you, nurture you. They just don't. And and on another side, a lot of these influencers are looking for the next big influencer that they can lunch with, be seen with, kiki with, so that they can get their social capital up. So don't go there expecting anything from anybody. Go there saying, "Hey, I want to meet some of the brands that I love, some of the brand managers that I love at some of these events. I want to meet some of my fellow influencers if I can, and I want to create great content." That's how you need to look at it. If you look at it any other way, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to come back and be like, "I was the worst." It was, no, baby, it wasn't worse. You just went there with the wrong expectations. Yeah, I was so happy I was able to support my friend Tashira at her event. She's such a dope girl and just beautiful inside and out. So go there with the right expectations. I do plan on going to Legos Fashion Week next year. I'm going to do February New York. I'm not going to do September because I'm going to do Legos Fashion Week in October. Yeah, just have realistic expectations. But that's with anything in life. Just be so realistic with yourself about what to expect. And don't expect too much from anybody, because nobody owes you anything. Should people be nice? Yeah. Are people nice? No, not at all. Not at all. They're nice again when they need something. A lot of these social media friendships are very utilitarian, right? They're all kind of using each other. Not all of them, but I'm just telling you, a lot of them are very utilitarian. Just like these reality stars in their friendships, right? It's very utilitarian. Like, What can I get from you? Where you going? Are you the next up and coming person? Let me latch on to you. So just go there with very realistic expectations. Lowered expectations. Okay, let's do foundation. This is the Bobbi Brown. If you're joining, we're just doing a makeup. Get ready with me. Don't worry, Solomon's going to eat breakfast and go take a nap because I think he's tired.
Uncle Sammy's being so rude to me.
Being rude? What's he doing?
I'm not being rude to me. He took my toy. He took this Crocs.
Give him back his toy, please.
I didn't know.
He didn't take it. Okay, y'all. Okay. Just wait till your dad gets home. Solomon, keep the crying up. He's going to put you straight to bed. He's going to put you straight to bed. Oh, I'm so sorry, sis. Can you write it again? Like I was saying, I had missed a lot of people's... Oh, my God. You know what? I forgot to underpaint because the kids came in here. I forgot to... Can you ask your question again, sis? I'm so sorry. Or sir, I don't know. I got to stop giving people genders because I know some of y'all don't like that. So, but I'm so used to all my people being just women. So I'm just so used to saying sis. So Pele.
Mommy, can I do this? Mom, can I move this to do the swing?
No, please go upstairs and play till your dad gets here with breakfast. Yeah, no, I hadn't. I just put on foundation. What was the question, love?
Oh, Daddy.
Okay, you guys go upstairs and go eat, please. Daddy brought breakfast.
And some gold for you. Oh, and I will go straight to bed.
That's the foundation.
Come on up.
We're going to bring it down to our neck. Definitely always bring foundation down to your neck. So what's everybody's plan for today since we don't have any questions? I could scroll up and look for the questions, but oh God. Oh, I'm tired. So if you don't want to ask it again, that's okay. I'm just telling you. I didn't see it and I apologize. Please forgive me. Ask a question like, what do you do if a friend doesn't invite you to her wedding? Don't go. Don't go. But I would say, here's what I will say. Y'all, when it comes to friendships, so I had a friend that would get mad and wouldn't talk to me and wouldn't tell me why she was mad. So she would just stop talking to me. She wouldn't give me the chance to like fix what I did wrong or like say, feel me, when you said this, it hurt me. She would just stop talking to me. Now, mind you, I feel like it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. She was one of those friends that was like jealous. So anytime I did something good, she just stopped talking. But she wouldn't tell me why. Do not be that friend that does not ask why, right? Don't be that friend. If you are her friend and she didn't invite you to her wedding, ask her. There's nothing wrong with asking. If she doesn't reply, fine. Cut her off. Like literally, you don't need a friend like that. But if she says, hey, I didn't invite you because, I just feel like so and so, or we didn't have enough room, we had to keep it to family only. You don't know why she didn't invite you. So please don't just assume it's because she's fighting with you or she's mad or whatever. You don't know until you ask. And that is the hallmark of just being an adult. Just being an adult is going and saying, you didn't invite me or you did this and this is how it made me feel. And then talking about it. Right? And then talking about it. Again, yeah, weddings are tricky situations. There's money involved. There's amount of people you can bring. There's all these different things that go into it. So just ask. Yeah, so just ask. And with African weddings, it's even more so. So it might be a money issue. You know, you never know. It might be like, oh, I don't have, I had to keep it to this amount of people and really, really just our close nuclear family. Or it could be, I just didn't want you there. And if somebody says that to you, then you know they're not your friend. Or they don't see your friendship in the same way that you see your friendship. And then you have to sit down and decide whether that friendship is still worth it to you. Oh, girl, they know I'm not a transgendered person. They're just saying it to be rude. But baby, I don't care. Can we all just give a hand of, do the clapping emoji for the moderator? Because she is on it. She's blocking away, and timing people out. Okay. I give people the same energy they give me, and I move accordingly. Higher, 1,000%. If anybody's the queen of matching energies, it's me. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna be up here talking bad about you. You pull back, I pull back. Now, if I love you and our friendship is important, I will ask you. But baby, if I just met you or you're an internet person, same energy. I'll just mute you. Keep that same exact energy. I'm not one of them people that's gonna be dying because we're not friends. I'm good love and joy. So, you know, if she's like, oh, I didn't feel like we were close enough to have you, perfect. Then you were looking at the relationship differently than how they were looking at it. Oh, thank y'all for being so sweet to the moderator. She is doing God's work. Now me, if I feel like I was close enough friends with you, even if you didn't invite me, I would still send a gift, but that's also like the very African, the like very like cultural part of me to like send a gift. But if I call you and you're like, girl, I don't like you, we're not really friends like that, what gift? Where? Where? You'll find your gift at Walmart. Take $39.99, go buy a toaster. But my love language is gift giving, so I automatically just love giving gifts. Y'all, I usually underpaint, and because the boys messed me up, I wasn't able to underpaint. And now I feel like the lines are so harsh. Let me do powder. The lines are very harsh. I invited her to my wedding anyway. She might get the Walmart gift. Did she come to your wedding? Have you already had your wedding? Did she come or did she not come? Now, if she didn't come to your wedding, sis, that's not like, I think you think you're friends. She doesn't think y'all are friends. So, yeah, she came many years. Okay, yeah. Then, yeah, I, like, just being honest, I just don't think she thinks y'all are friends like that. That's my opinion. But ask her. Let her tell you. And then move accordingly. You know? Okay. We did our powder. I'm messing my brows up so bad. We're going to bake. We're almost done, y'all. Spray a little bit of setting spray in between each layer. It's looking good. It's looking good. All right. Let us bake. Dear Father. What are you wearing? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Y'all, I bought the one size baking powder, but I still always just go back to this Ben Nye. It's so good. It is so good. This banana deep is so good. And I have two of the one size. Y'all, my husband's upstairs washing the dishes. He's such a good man. He's a good man, Savannah. My mom wanted me to bring. So last night, yesterday, I made efforiro. Right? If you're Nigerian, put the flag up. Put the flag up. I made efforiro last 2 days ago. Then my mom, since I was going to Montgomery, my mom was like, "Oh, can you make me a goosey?" I said, "Okay, mom." Now my mom has a lot of dietary restrictions, so her when I make African food for her, I can't make it proper the way that I make it when I make it for my family. She can't do spicy. Hey, she can't do spicy. What African food do you taste that's not spicy? That's not scorching your tongue. So she can't do spicy. So I'm using like one scotch bonnet. I use one scotch bonnet when I'm cooking the meat and one scotch bonnet when I'm making the pepper mixed. I tasted it, not my style. She also can't do crayfish. Who can't do crayfish as a Niger woman? Crayfish, crayfish that's in every dish. 2 cups of crayfish for one small agusi. 2 cups of crayfish you need for that flavor. She can't do crayfish, but she could do dawa dawa. That's the only thing I can find. I forgot the Yoruba name. The Yoruba. I know that's the Igbo version of it. I forgot the Yoruba name for it. Iru. That's it. Iru. We don't have fresh Iru because I live in Alabama. You will not find fresh Iru anywhere. So I have to do dawa dawa and it's already like ground. So she can do that. So that added some flavor to it. Baby, I was up last night cooking all night long. So while I'm making this, my best friend who just graduated law school, her favorite dish is also a goosey. So I was like, oh, let me make her a goosey as well and just do 2 pots, 2 separate pots, because my mom can't have crayfish. She can have crayfish. So I'm like doing 2 different pots. So I make the pepper mix and the palm oil. I do all of that together and separate it as soon as the pepper mix thickens. I separate it and put 2 different pots so I can add crayfish to one. My best friend's husband cannot have y'all these dietary restrictions. So he's very, very much so allergic to Maggi. Very, very much so allergic to Maggi. Last time we went to an African restaurant and he ate in Atlanta, he had to go to the ER. That's when he realized he was allergic to Maggi. His heart started beating, he started sweating, he couldn't breathe. So he can't have Maggi at all. So I'm like, oh my God, do I really want to make 2 separate pots of agusi? One without Maggi, which means I have to cook that meat separately because I put one Maggi cube in the meat while I'm cooking it. Baby, I was in that kitchen from sun up to sundown. There's 1,000 dishes upstairs he's washing. The Maggi brand, it's that I forgot the brand, but it's yellow and red. If you know, you know. Does anybody know what that the one everybody uses? It's yellow and red. So he can't. Well, it's not even Maggi he's allergic to. He's allergic to MSG, so he can't have even the seasoning. I had to use special seasoning that does not have MSG in it for him. So his food tastes, however it tastes. Does anybody know the Maggi brand? Oh yeah, no, my husband, baby, it's a all hands on deck house. I don't do laundry. I don't do laundry at all. That is his job. So he's very much so a hands-on spouse. Thank God. He goes to work, comes home, and then does the laundry. I don't like washing dishes, but I wash dishes, and I'm the one that cooks. So we have our own like little things that we do in the house. So I'm not one of those people that says, "Oh, this man, he makes this much money. He needs to come home and relax." And nah, baby. Ain't no relaxing, because I'm not relaxing, so you're not relaxing. I hate laundry. I like literally hate doing laundry. Now I love good smelling clothes, and I'll do the laundry, but if I'm cooking and making 10,000 meals, getting figure out one thing to do with your life. And he loves laundry. Like, it's very therapeutic. He doesn't have to think because he's thinking all day, but laundry's like, he can take his mind and just kind of do a mindless activity. So it actually really helps him out. And I'm not complaining. Okay. Let us. So, what are you guys' plans today? Let me know. What are we doing? Somebody said relaxing. What else? What else? What else are we doing? And look at that. Look at that. My primer, my e.l.f. putty primer. Just found it. I asked her out and she said yes. Isn't crazy, like, now I got some responsibility. Okay, don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Show us what's under that shirt you're wearing. Cash at me $1 million. Send me $1 million now. And I'll show you. But if you don't have it, then don't ask. It's not for free. Nothing is free in this world. You're gonna have to pay. Okay, y'all, I am definitely missing my setting powder. Wow, where is it? This is so odd. I can't find my setting powder. You know what? The weird thing is I'll finish, get up, and then find it. Let's just do the under eye and everything else we got to do. So I'm put a little bit of brown underneath my eyes. I think I'm also going to put purple. Oh my God, please help me. Please help me. These eyelashes are like making me very mad. Riding to Birmingham to hang out. Oh, that's amazing. People are, what are they? Oh, what is my, what is my 50-50? Ooh, y'all are trying to get me canceled on here. I'm not a 50-50 girl. I'm not. But again, I am one of those people, to each their own. I feel like each marriage is different. One thing I will say is there would never come a time where my husband is stressed out, paying for everything, and I'm like, I don't do 50-50. He's going to have to figure it out. Baby, I got a degree. I can go get a job. I'm never one of those people that was going to be like, if my man can't take care of me, I'm done. I'm out. I can take care of myself. However, if I'm married to you and you have a job, hold on, y'all. Don't ask me for anything. Don't ask me for anything. Don't ask me for money on a light bill. Don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for $30 to hold you over till the next payday. Don't ask me for nothing. Again, when you married me, you knew my dad took care of us really well. I didn't marry you to now be paying bills. I'm not a 50-50 girl. If I had to be, then I would. But I'm not, so I'm not. But again, it's what works for your relationship, right? Some women don't want, okay, so here's the other side to having somebody paying all your bills and you don't have any money. You got to realize now that you are at the mercy of somebody. You got to realize now that your income is dependent on somebody else's income, especially if you don't work. A lot of men that pay 50-50 then feel like they should have nothing to do when they come home. A lot of men that pay 50-50 feel like they can talk to you any type of way. Because there's a downside to 50-50. I mean, not 50-50. There's a downside to having somebody pay all your bills. I'm not saying 50-50, but there's a downside to having a provider, right? If you have somebody that's a provider, but they're not kind and they're not generous, you then have to deal with the repercussions of that. I know women who are married to men and they pay everything and the men aren't generous. They're paying it because they want to feel like chief, and then they lord it over the woman. So they come home, they feel like they shouldn't have to wash a dish. They feel like they shouldn't have to do anything. They feel like they should talk to you any type of way. And anytime you get into an argument, what's the first thing they bring up? Well, I pay all the bills. I have all this responsibility. You don't do anything. You also got to remember that when you get a man, I don't care how good the man is, in an argument, it's going to come up. I don't care how generous they are. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care how kind they are. It's going to come up. And if you don't have a job of your own with a little bit of disposable income, you also then have to deal with asking them for money, asking them for income, asking them, oh, I need money. I have this bill. So there's a good side to not paying a bill. Then there's a bad side. I think the sweet spot is when you have disposable income of your own and that man is still paying all the bills. That's harder to find. If you're making your own money and he's like, baby, that's fine. Keep your money. I got this. Yeah, that's harder to find. You're dating an athlete or a celebrity or somebody like that. A lot of people, a lot of men just aren't like that. And again, you don't have to it doesn't have to be 50-50. Like somebody said, the most I could do is 90-10. You can be with somebody that's like, hey, can you just take care of this bill? I got the rest. That's also a good relationship, right? But 50-50 is a good relationship. I would rather be 50-50 with a man that respected me than be 100-0 with a man that didn't respect me, talk to me any type of way, thought I was his maid because he's paying all the bills. But I knew I wasn't going to marry somebody that was going to ask me to pay bills. Like that's just what I knew. So I made sure, like some of y'all want, 90-10, and you married a school teacher. And school teachers are one of the most underpaid people on planet Earth. You want somebody that's going to pay all the bills, and you marry somebody that wants to be a rapper for a living and is waiting till his time comes. Do you get what I mean? You marry somebody that makes $40,000 a year cap. You marry somebody, hell, you even marry somebody that made 100,000. That's not good with money. So you have to be realistic about the person you married and then meet them where they are. Like, meet them where they are. and be okay with helping them get where they need to get. Mind you, you when I met Sam, he was a law clerk. He was making 20,000 a year as a law clerk. 20, 30,000 something. I was making more money than him at 40,000, which, oh God. Hey, that was nothing. But that's how much I was making a year. That's how much he was making a year. We weren't making that much a year. But I knew, like, he just graduated law school. He had a vision for himself. He had a goal. Don't marry somebody just because they graduated law school. There's a lot of lawyers that don't do anything, that did not pass a bar or pass a bar but can't get a job, or got a job but their job doesn't. Marry somebody that has a plan and a goal. He had a plan and a goal for himself, and then he had a plan and a goal for us together. So I knew, okay, yeah, this, I can do something with this. I can ride with this one and ride that one per. So I knew, and then I also knew if he married me, there's no way we wouldn't be successful. There's no way he would not be the top. You know, we're just getting started. He's still got a long way to go, but I'm that girl. The way I pray and the way I push, success, he was never not going to be successful. He wanted to be law partner. I said, okay, let's put our head down and get you and do what we need to do to get you there. I did everything possible, you know. I was home by myself all the time. And then he became a partner at the law firm. About 2 years at being on. So, like, marry somebody that has a plan and a goal, and then can articulate that plan and the goal to you, and then you both can run with that plan and a goal together. Yes, he has to have a plan first without you, right? He has to have a plan first. You should not be giving him his plan. You should not be his plan. He needs to have a plan before he met you. Then y'all plan together. Okay, blush is on. I'm trying to think. Something's not right. Something's off. Maybe it's because I haven't done my lipstick yet. Looking good. One more setting spray, and then we're gonna do the Ben Nye. But let's do our Lippiana. Let's do our lips. Well, let's highlight and then do our lips. So yeah, just make sure they have a plan in place before you know, start setting and building castles in your mind with them. And anybody that has like a plan for themselves first is somebody that you can plan together with. Where did I work? Where do you work? I am a content creator. I'm a content creator. So I work from home creating content for different brands. But again, and what I like to do is every now and then I'll just do check-ins with my spouse, and I'll be like, "Hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? How are the finances? How's everything going? You know, are you stressed? Is money stressing you? Is there anything I can do?" I like to remind him, you know, I can always go get a job. You know, not that, you know, I just do it just to be nice. I like to remind him, you know, I can always go get a job. You know, I can always get a job to help. And he's like, "Babe, we're good." Previously, I worked at Allstate, so I was a claims adjuster. So if you got into a car accident, I would help pay your medical bills through your policy. I say if a man can afford to court you, he isn't a grown man. Okay, so that's what I was saying. When I met Sam, he was making $20,000 a year. Baby, we were splitting hamburgers. We would go out to eat, and I would get a kid's meal because he had no money. But the money he did have, he would take me and buy things. He would buy me food. He'd take me out on dates. Now, he was living off credit cards. I didn't know that. But, and then, I'm like, no, I'll pay for it because I just knew he wasn't making that much money. We did what we had to do because we had a plan in place, right? Then we got married. He got a job. We still weren't making that much money. We bought a house. I wasn't expecting that much from a man that's just starting out. Um, let me just say this to my girly pops. Let me say this to my girly pops. You're 20 years old, dating somebody that's 20, and you're thinking they should be buying you Hermes and Birkin. They should pick you up in a Rolls Royce. They should be taking you to Nobu every single night. You're very wild. It's very unrealistic. And you're gonna be very single if you think that way. He's very kind, so like gentle. Gentleman. You're gonna have to be okay with being single if you think that way, right? I'm not saying lower your standards. I'm saying have realistic standards for yourself at 20 years old, right? Sam was 20. We were 25 when we met each other, 28 when we got married. He was just starting out, and I knew that, and he knew that. So I wasn't putting more pressure on him to be everything and to provide and to buy this and buy that and buy that. I didn't get my first luxury bag till 2020, right? And I like to joke about it because I bought my first luxury bag in 2020. Now I have more than most people that have been buying luxury their whole life. It doesn't matter when you start. I was 30 something years old when I bought my first luxury bag. There are people that have been buying luxury bags since they were 5. Let them tell it. They were born with Hermes in their hand. It doesn't matter. Find somebody that's good, that's kind, that's gentle, and build with them. Find somebody that has a goal and a plan and build with them. The older we get, you know, the young people, they want a tech millionaire. But, they want to be 20-year-old dating a tech millionaire. My older women, 30s, you want 6'5", 6 feet, 6 inches, 6 figures, all this stuff. That's great. I pray you get it. But if you don't get it, are you okay with being by yourself? Are you willing to compromise? Not lower your standards, but compromise on your wants, not your needs. Not your needs. 6 inches is not a need. I'm a double D, 34 double D, if that helps with finding clothes if you're shopping. Mama got some titty bitties. So if you don't meet that person that's 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches, 6 cars, 6 houses, are you going to be okay with that? Or are you okay being single? Because there's a difference between what we need and what we want. We need somebody that's generous. We need somebody that's kind. We need somebody that's career oriented, right? We need somebody that has goals. We need that, right? We need somebody that, has the same political or religious beliefs as us. Those are needs. Wants are he has to be 6 feet. He got to have 6 inches. He gotta have 6 cars. He has to have 2 houses. Those are wants. Wants can be negotiated. Needs cannot. Needs are what's important. Needs are what you need to focus on, right? And needs come with hold on, y'all. Let me spray this. Needs are non-negotiable. Ever. Needs are non-negotiable. Those are things that in order for your relationship to work, these are the things that have to be. We have to have the same spiritual beliefs. We have to have the same goals in life. We have to want the same amount of kids. We have to want kids, period. We got to want to live in the same state. Those are needs. Those are non-negotiables. He has to be kind. He has to be gentle. He has to not scream. Those are all things you're watching out for. Wants are separate. So are you able then to set aside your wants and focus on your needs? So when you meet somebody and they don't exactly fit your wants, that's okay. Right? When I met Sam, I only really dated, white people. And I wanted to marry a white person. I wanted to marry an old 40, 50 at 20 something years old. Those were my wants. God brought me what I needed and also what I wanted because my man is fine as hell. Okay? Somebody said they do need all of that. That's okay then. That's fine. Again, if you don't get what you need and what you want, are you okay being single? If you don't want to budge at all, then you have to sit with yourself and say, if I never meet this 6'6" man, am I gonna be okay being by myself? And if the answer is yes, then you're good. You're good. Okay, y'all. Makeup is done. Ooh. All right. Hopefully it lasts all day. That's what we're hoping. I am about to go pack this food up, get dressed, pack my dress up for the event. Again, if you want to donate, if you've been on here this long, it's been like 96 minutes, god dog, and you want to donate to the orphanage and the school, send me a DM. I'll send you the link. You can. But I'm about to hit the road. But I will vlog this. So I'm going to do a weekly vlog. I'm trying to do Vlogtober. I'm going to try to do 4 videos a week starting in October. So I'm going to start doing a lot more vlogs. A lot more vlogs. So I'm going to vlog this day along with the last weekend. So I'm just going to make it into like a weekend vlog. And yeah, so we'll go from there. Love y'all. Bye. Thank you, moderator. You're amazing. Love you. Bye.